Brian Stakes shares his butthurt with this one.
I love your videos, Glenn, but for fuck's sake, why do Americans and Canadians say soda? It's pronounced soda.
Yeah, there's no U in solder, you dumb shit. Look, that's just the nature of a worldwide audience. Same language, different cultural spin. You guys say lift, we say elevator. You guys say tomato, we say tomato. You guys say football, we say boring. There are always going to be little differences, but as long as we all tell the bass players which end of the soldering iron to hold, the world will be a better place.
Jared Campbell asks,
How do you kick out a band member?
Simple. Tell the person that you want to get rid of that the band is going into the studio to record a full-length album and then to shoot a music video. And that each member of the band is required to kick in $4,000 of his own money. And that he has 2 weeks to come up with it. He'll probably leave on his own. If that's too subtle, you can try the "we found somebody better, you're out" method. And if that fails, you can try the classy Metallica method. Here's your bus ticket, get out. Worked for Dave Mustaine.
Damn Deal Done complains.
Yeah, the bass player stuff is starting to sound a little pathetic now. You should stick to informative content instead of attempts at being funny by unnecessarily slagging off bass players at every opportunity. It's quite off-putting.
Oh, you think the bass player jokes are getting old? Well, wait until I start the drum tutorials, because those dumb motherfuckers can't even count to 4.
Hingerock shares his comments on the Tortured Saint at the Gavel video.
I wonder how much these redneck bro metal dumbasses had to pay those white trash trailer park stripper hookers to be in the video. Probably $5, a pack of marbles, and a $20 sack of meth each. Or maybe split between them all.
Well, those are some pretty strong words. If you're gonna talk like that, then I'd imagine that your band is pretty fucking amazing. In fact, I know your band is pretty fucking amazing, because I checked out your page and found this masterpiece. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce to you the Sex Kittens.
Get right. Don't you get nothing, you gotta be right. Don't you be nothing, you gotta stay right. Don't you stay nothing, you gotta live right. Don't you live nothing.
What the fuck was that? That was so amazing! I can't believe record companies were lining up at your door, offering you 5 album deals! I'd like to say to my viewers, please, check this band out and let them know exactly what you think of that incredible music. The link is right here at the bottom of the screen. I haven't heard anything that bad since Shine by Final Placement. Remember those guys? Holy fuck, was that terrible! You guys make William Hung sound like a fucking genius!
History, she bangs,
Thank you. You make Rebecca Black sound like an opera soprano! You even make Zlad sound great!
I put my glow plug in your socket.
Oh, and before you try and bail out by saying, oh, it was a joke, let it be known that I found this video in the music section and not the comedy section. And oh, you guys in the band can't sue me for copyright as I'm using your clip for editorial reasons. Because the world needs to hear just how awful this really is.
You got the fruit pie hair, you ain't got no teeth.
Please guys, if you're going to talk shit about the bands that I work with and the music videos that I do, please, please make sure your band doesn't sound anything like the Sex Kittens.
Michael Duvall asks,
Hey Glenn, I'm having some major issues getting my live tone through the mix without sounding thin and shit. I'm running a PV6505, HD500X Pod, and Prestige RG Ibanez. Unfortunately, it's a case of all the gear, no idea. Can you please give me some tips on what a nice hard rock tone should sound like by itself and would then sound killer in the mix? Thanks in advance.
The first thing I'd say to do is to get rid of the pod because line 6 builds absolute garbage. I sure hope you weren't using it for your distorted tone because that will definitely fuck up your sound. Myself, I like simple setups. Gate, overdrive, wah, maybe a delay for solos, and that's it. That's all I need anyway. By the way, you did not mention your cabinet, and that's the one piece of gear you should never skimp on. For metal, you just can't go wrong with a cabinet from Meza, Orange, or Engel loaded with vintage 30s.
MX Mata asks,
What's your actual music history? I know you've been an engineer for the last 16 years, but were you ever in a band? You seem to play a lot of rhythm and bass, and you mentioned drumming a few times.
My own background story is nothing spectacular. It was in college where I realized that there were many, many guitar players out there that are far better than I could ever hope to be. It was also where I got to sit behind a board and track a session into a 2-inch Studer for the first time, and I was hooked immediately. Along the way, I picked up bass guitar, I sang in a band for a few years, and I'm probably the worst drummer on earth. That's because my IQ is way too high for that shit.
Amanda Machina writes in.
Dude, I play bass and totally need to buy your Bass Player is a Useless t-shirt so I can wear it on stage. Doubly funny being a lady. Please, give me the link so I can buy. In small size? And now, in bassist language.
I play the bass and Epic tried to be because guitarist and drummer need to be Epic B, and I had a shirt and have this shirt and also need a new one that has a world of word of you, Glenn, on it. Okay.
For those of you who haven't seen it, this is a spoof on a quote from my first viewers' comments video. And I gotta say, that was simply awesome. Amanda, congratulations. You've just won yourself a free Your Bass Player t-shirt like the one I'm wearing. I will send it to you as soon as I get my next batch printed. Thanks so much for writing. I want to give a shout out to my good friend Matt Diamante. It would be really cool if you could take a look at his channel, The Matt Diamante Show. Matt's a really good friend of mine. We've worked together on a bunch of things, and the guy really knows how to take a hit. Anyway, take a look at his channel. He's got some really funny stuff on there.
Have you ever had anal sex?
Yes.
You're very cute. May I have your phone number?
I know that.
Does he fulfill you?
Yes.
That does not sound too sure. Come on.
Don't do it.
Oh my god, you taste awful.
Okay, guys and girls, that's it for this one. Thanks for your support, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for writing in because I love the comments. Until next time, I leave you with the atrocity known as the Sex Kittens.
You ain't got no teeth. You think you'll keep your body right. Staying up all night, 6 days on a rampage. See, whole block yard sale. Can't make no money. 680 stinks to hell. Get right. Don't you get nothing. You gotta be right. Don't you be nothing.